Complex levels of consciousness. This complex of asanas includes the stages of development of the universe, starting from non-existence, further to existence, and ending again with non-existence. Each of these asanas, positions, represents the level of development of the universe and, at the same time, the level of consciousness in this form of being. During this ritual, meditatively connect to each image and try to feel it completely, trying to transform into it. Poses run smoothly in an effort to ultimately relax. Merge with the sensations of your body. Moving from one stage to another, imagine how your consciousness is changing, becoming higher. 1. Non-existence. Lie on your back. Relax your body by embracing it with your inner gaze. Hold your breath as you exhale. Imagine yourself as non-existence. The whole universe has not yet been born. It is compressed into a small point from which there will be worlds, all forms of existence. You represent all that is manifested. Merge with this state. Plasma. Move the straight hands behind the head and stretch with the inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees and put your feet on the mat at the width of the hips. Make sure that the feet are parallel to each other. With another exhale, lift the pelvis and hips up so that the feet, shoulders, head, and hands remain as support. Take a full breath with breath retention after inhaling. Imagine that from a small point begins the universal explosion. Plasma begins to scatter with great speed in different directions, filling a boundless space, forming worlds and galaxies. Stars are formed, and cosmic bodies and life is born. Feel yourself like flowing hot plasma. Hear the rhythm of the universe. Three, mineral. Sit on your knees. Cross your arms over your chest. With an inhalation, straighten, reaching the top of the head up. Then lean forward and lower your forehead to the floor. Perform a full breath with breath retention on the exhalation. Imagine that a liquid avalanche-like substance begins to solidify, forming planets, their satellites, comets, and many other cosmic bodies. Our land is formed. It's lifeless yet. Its surface is covered with volcanoes and craters. The reservoirs contain a lot of acids, and in the air, there is a rush of gas fumes. The Earth is in its wild, pristine form. It is still very intensely engaged in the process of formation of the crust. Meditatively connect to this level of consciousness of the evolution of the universe, and imagine yourself as a stone, a mineral. Try to merge with this image. Four, plant. But gradually, on our planet, the development process of the plant kingdom, the world of flora, begins. There are first primitive algae, then more and more advanced plant species. The world is developing and improving, and there are complex forms. Imagine yourself as one of the representatives of this world. Lie on your left side. Inhaling, stretch out. Exhaling, lean on your left hand. Lift the body and bend to the right. Your head is gently directed to the right shoulder. Put your right hand on the side of your right leg. Try to keep your whole body in the same plane. The hand position is along the axis of the body. Feel how the muscles of the left side of the body stretch and relax. Hold your breath as you inhale and exhale. Imagine yourself in the form of a tiny, defenseless plant. Merge with this image. Perform this pose in the other direction. Imagine that you are a huge giant, a huge tree. Meditatively get used to this image. Five, animal. Take the plank position. The body and legs of this asana are in the same plane with the rest of the palms and toes. The wrist position is strictly under the shoulder joints, and the fingers point to each other. Make sure that there is no deflection in the lower back. The body is stiff. Look straight ahead. Breathe deeply. Imagine that in addition to the plants on Earth, animals begin to appear. First primitive, then more and more perfect. Imagine all forms, all kinds of animals. Imagine yourself as one of them. It is logical to take an astrological animal or your totem. Enter the image of the animal and look at the world through its eyes. Six, human. Sit on the buttocks, straighten your legs, stretch your heels forward, and the top of your head up. With the exhalation, bend the right leg at the knee, placing it through the left one. Hold the left hand under the right knee, and the right hand behind the back, and connect the hands together. As you inhale, feel your straight spine. With the exhalation, twist the spine to the right. The head and eyes follow the torso to the right. Imagine yourself as a representative of the strong half of humanity, a man. Experience within yourself qualities such as strength, determination, intelligence, and composure. Follow the same position in the other direction. It symbolizes a woman. Imagine yourself in this image and experience softness, gentleness, tenderness, beauty, and wisdom. Merge with this image as fully as possible. Seven, Deva. Sit on the heels, grasp them with your hands, and bend in the back, throwing your head back. Hold your breath as you inhale. Imagine an unearthly world with its inhabitants. In your mind's eye, imagine a world shining with bright, sparkling colors. Everything here is easy and transparent. Everything breathes inexhaustible energy. Imagine that you are a spiritual being, a demigod, a deva. You have many siddhis abilities. You are subject to the subtle magic forces. You are the master of the elements. But you are still only a demigod, such as Shiva, Vishnu, Ganesh, Rama, etc. And you have to rise to a higher level. 8. Arhat. Sit on the mat with your legs crossed, or in lotus or half lotus position. Put your hands one on top of another on your head. Make sure that your spine is straight. Follow the breath of Kiveli, maximum stretched inhales and exhales. Imagine yourself in the image of the supreme spiritual being, the Arhat, who developed his consciousness and will and gained full power. With your consciousness, you embrace all forms of manifestation of the Absolute, and contain them potentially. These are Deva, mortal man, animal, plant, mineral, and plasma. All this is within you. You embrace it all, and at the same time, you are something more than all these forms. But above all, you have a pure consciousness, a complete detachment from all forms of existence. 9. Non-existence. Lie on your back. Relax. This pose, as well as the first position, represents non-existence. Imagine that the whole material universe begins to shrink. Worlds with thousands of forms of manifestation of the Absolute disappear. Everything shown goes into the unmanifest. Everything disappears. Utter chaos comes out. This is how the universe is cyclically compressed and expanded and compressed. Worlds are born and die, and so on to infinity.
Extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light, help people, and God will help you.